Good morning, I'm Judy Dang and welcome to Dobie News for Friday, March 8th. Students walking along the concession stand by the media room now get a chance to look at Dobie's great people. The Hall of Honor has numerous successful past students who graduated from Dobie. Our news director Jacqueline Jaramillo and reporter Clelix Hamlin have the details of the event.
The Hall of Honor has finally been completed.
13 inductees were honored in a special ceremony. The night began with a private reception for the inductees and their friends and family.
We had a chance to mingle with the honorees and get their reactions on being the first generation inducted into the Hall of Honor.
I feel pretty honored because you're being a first year, and I've been part of Dobie for about almost 20 years.
For 40 years, I've been on Dobie's campus helping Dobie students and the faculty and the principals and the sports teams and everything. So I've just given 40 years here, and I'm honored that they would recognize me, and I'm pretty excited and pumped about this tonight.
Well, it's one of the greatest honors of my life. I spent 35 years at Dobie, 32 years at the original building, and then 3 years at this one, and it just means so much to me to be recognized.
Just very humbled by the whole thing.
I think it feels kind of weird. It's fun, but it's kind of weird. It's nice to have my family.
It's a great honor for Walt. I know he would be very thankful for it.
Really, quite frankly, overwhelming. It's a total surprise. I never would have imagined anything like this happening.
Well, it's very special. I'm kind of surprised, actually. I don't know how I was picked, but it's a nice surprise.
I'm very humbled. There's no doubt about it. I think it's a great opportunity for everyone that grew up in this community and got through here.
It brings back a lot of memories of Dobie High School and all of the great students and faculty.
Feel very honored and privileged to be part of this. You almost feel like, why me?
It's awesome. It's an honor.
The evening continued as the wall was finally revealed to the honored alumni.
It is indeed truly an honor and a privilege tonight. What a special evening. Thank each of you for being here. And without further ado, 1, 2, 3. We have them honored by decades as far as their graduation class. We have our fallen heroes, our faculty and staff, and our community volunteers. Again, very strategically placed so that our students every single day can come by and see what you guys have accomplished and know that they too can go out there and make the impacts that you have made as former Dobie graduates. So again, congratulations.
The event was moved to the auditorium for a formal ceremony.
The ceremony commenced with some Dobie traditions, and then each of the inductees were individually introduced and awarded a plaque for their service at Dobie or accomplishments after high school.
Speeches from former Principal Mr. Jamel, current Principal Mr. Moses, Superintendent of Pasadena ISD Kurt Lewis, and inducted alumnus Ken Howery were also part of the evening ceremony.
Congratulations to the inaugural class of 2013 Hall of Honor.
Reporting for Dobie News, I'm Clelix Hamlin.
And I'm Jacqueline Jaramillo.
As many of you heard, the Carnival cruise line, the Triumph, was stuck in the Gulf of Mexico for 5 days. What most of you may not know is that one of our Dobie students was aboard that ship as well. Reporter Amber Cadena has the story.
At this moment, a rescue operation is underway for 4,200 people floating on a cruise ship the size of 2 football fields.
Men, women, children trapped on the cruise ship Carnival, standing on the upper deck. You see them all lined up as it's towed very slowly to Mobile, Alabama.
200 passengers and crew are finally back on land tonight after spending 5 days on that Carnival cruise ship with no power after that fire.
Various Various news stations were all reporting on the recent Carnival cruise ship that was stranded in the Gulf of Mexico. A Dobie student was unfortunately a passenger on that infamous ship.
So what was the first thing you thought of when you realized that the ship was stranded?
How long are we gonna be here? What are we gonna eat? When I found out that there was problems, it was like 5 in the morning because they started announcing. And my mom, she speaks Spanish, so she didn't know English, and she's like, ¿Qué dijo? Most people, they went outside and they started making tents. And some people were sleeping in the hallways. They got like the grills to work. So they were giving out meat, hamburgers and stuff. 2-hour waiting lines. And you got breakfast and you had to start making time for lunch because by the time you got your food, you were hungry again. People were hoarding food like crazy. Big plates and stacks of sandwiches.
If the passengers needed to use the restroom, where did they go?
They gave us like trash cans and bags, and you went in your cabin. The boat was tilted, the pipes like started leaking, and you could smell urine.
After this experience, are you going to be going on any cruises anytime soon?
Yes, I am. Because I don't want to see it as something terrible, because I mean they treated us really good. The workers, they worked day and night. Every chance that I got to tell them that they were doing a great job, like I would, because they did a wonderful job.
Passengers from that ship were awarded a full refund, a voucher for another Carnival cruise, and $500 for their misfortune. Reporting for Dobie News, I'm Amber Cadena.
Fire trucks were on their way to school as a fire struck out near the campus. One of our Dobie students was caught on camera by a helicopter cop doing something suspicious. But here with the real story is reporter Courtney Gonzalez.
As we all know, last Thursday a grass fire broke out along Hall Road near Kings Point just after 1 p.m. According to officials, the flames spread quickly and about 20 acres were burned. A news helicopter caught an interesting video of a student who appeared to be crawling through a hole while the fire was trying to be put under control.
What were you doing in that hole?
I was crawling underneath some barbed wire for filming class in our apes class.
What kind of stuff did people tell you?
They really didn't tell me anything. It was the day after I found out about it that was on the news, and they just pinpointed it back to me, and I was a little shocked.
Have you read the comments people said on Facebook? Is there anything you want to tell everyone who saw it?
No, I didn't read the Facebook comments, but people, they just told me and I had heard about it. But that was just for filming, and then if you like having fun, then join apes.
Make sure to get your products done early so you can avoid being in any strange videos. Reporting for Dobie News, I'm Courtney Gonzalez.
Great job to our Laureates for doing a tremendous performance on their recent dance competition. They won first place and will advance into nationals this Saturday in Dallas. Let's wish our Laureates good luck.
Seniors, the clock is ticking for some important events. Here's Ms. Marsh with the details.
Counseling office. I have a couple announcements for our seniors. We have an award coming up, the Vanguard Award. This award is given to our top 5 students who've earned over 300 hours of community service. Please, guys, tell your senior homeroom if you have those 300 community hours, please let them know, because you will be presented on April 26th at the board meeting with our superintendent. Oh, by the way, I have another message for you guys. That second message is about college acceptance. If you got accepted to a college and you bring your acceptance letters to Portable 16 to Miss Nancy Colton, we'll give you a free shirt. Yes, that's right, a free shirt if you turn in your acceptance letters. Guys, don't forget, we love you from the counseling office.
Now with sports, here's Brenda Temez.
Thanks. Bouncing off the walls again. Whoa, I'm looking like a fool again. Whoa, I threw away my reputation. One more song for the radio station.
Hey guys, it's Brenda with your Longhorn Sports Report. Our spring sports are well underway in their seasons. Hopes are high for the boys soccer team holding a win from a new district opponent this year. Reporter Luana Solis has the story.
Oh yeah.
In the game against Manville, the boys Longhorn soccer team dominated the field, getting the win with a score of 5-1. In the first half, the team rose up to the action, scoring 4 goals by Raul Bustos, Edgar Gomez, Ronis Cruz, and Johnny Wynn. Manville managed to score 1 goal before the end of the first half. In the second half, senior Blake Wolfcock scored the final goal of the game. The Longhorns now have 4 games left in district.
What are some good plays you guys had going on in this game?
Well, today the team played really good. We touched the ball a lot. We touched the ball way more than usual, and I think that's what it's all about.
Come out and support the boys today as they play against Alvin. Reporting for Dobie News, I'm Luana Solis.
Holding the #1 spot in district, the Lady Longhorn soccer team is looking great, and the girls are hoping to continue their winning streak against Alvin tonight at 7. The baseball team is practicing hard to prepare them for their Victoria tournament during the break. District season swings in the week after spring break. Now for softball. The girls have already started their district season. Here's reporter Destiny Muniz to fill us in on their game.
With the win against Memorial, softball girls are making this season count. I want to go see how they were doing as a team and how they plan on preparing for playoffs.
How's the team been doing so far?
We have started off very slow, but our communication skills have grown a lot, and we're starting to work as a team, and we're coming out with a lot of wins so far, and we're doing good.
What do you think the team needs to improve on to make it to playoffs?
I think that we need to hold everybody accountable for their mistakes that they're making on the field, and I think that our communication is getting better, but we can still work on that. We have a lot of growing to do as a team, and we have to move fast before playoffs arrives.
That's it for softball. Be sure to come support them at their game today. Reporting for Dobie News, I'm Destiny Muniz.
One of our students here at Dobie has excelled in their performance on the bowling team. Reporter Alexis Espitia has more information.
One of our Dobie students made it to regionals with ambition and dedication. She managed to place 6th out of 15th, which put her on the road to state. How did you feel about going in regionals being the only girl from Dobie?
I was more excited than nervous.
Are you nervous to go to state?
Yes, I am, because I know there's girls that I've bowled against before and they're really good. So I know I have to practice like the whole spring break and make sure I go to sleep early before that day.
Keep the organization going by joining the bowling team. Reporting for Dobie News, I'm Alexis Espitia.
That'll do it for your Longhorn Sports Report. Make sure to show your Dobie pride at all the events happening this weekend. Now let's send it back to Judy in the studio.
Thanks, Brenda. That'll do it for Dobie News. For a recap of today's show, you can check us out on YouTube or SchoolTube. You can also follow us on Facebook or Twitter at Dobie News. Have a safe spring break, and we'll see you back here when we come back. Bye!